Just like that, we're changed, ready to crack on with this camping adventure. Now, I'm learning from previous mistakes, and hopefully tonight is going to be a good night camping. Tonight, I'm sleeping in my car. Someone send some help. We've got an emergency. There's no heat left in my body. Decided to wake me up at midnight. It was so cold at one point.
That's all in the past though, because tonight's luxury accommodation is in the form of this 2019 Volkswagen Transporter T6, which has been bespokely converted by the guys here at Surrey Auto Works into a camper van, boasting a rock and roll bed with full kitchen amenities. This thing is a good upgrade from the blow-up mattress, if I do say so myself. However, it isn't all plain sailing though.
So here's home for tonight then. This is Kaz's Transporter, which is pretty well kitted out in here. He's done it all himself. And there's plenty of leg room for me too. Let's get this bed set up. I've got a memory foam topper to start with.
I feel the need to interject a little backstory here. Before I started setting the van up, I was really contemplating getting myself a hotel room for the night. I was really flagging. I didn't have a lot of sleep the night before, and I was up really early getting myself down here to Surrey. I was browsing hotel rooms, but the price of them, I just couldn't justify it. Last time I stayed, Kaz told me how he had so many camper vans. I was more than welcome to one of them. He told me they had heating and they were comfortable. After this debate of getting a hotel room, Kaz decides to tell me that this van has no heating in it because he took it out for a customer to sort their vehicle out. I was really contemplating driving home back to Norfolk because I just wanted a good night's sleep because I was so tired. But we came up with a solution of putting a space heater from the office inside the van to warm it up whilst I was sort of in the workshop area, giving it enough warmth, and hopefully it was going to retain that whilst I was sort of in bed. But we did wake up in the middle of the night and it was a little bit chilly, I will be honest.
And just like that, that's home sorted for the night. Oh, I can tell already it's going to be better than what the car was. It's much more comfortable in here straight away.
I was inside the locked workshop and no one was going to see me, but I felt like I just had to completely set up by shutting the curtains inside the van to give us that full privacy and camping experience.
It's pretty cosy in here. I think we're going to do just fine. As a part of learning from my mistakes last time we were here, I'm going to turn the radio off by the switch. Now, I think it's that one. Radio off, so we won't be woken by that at 12 o'clock at night from the alarm going off, because someone definitely set that, but no one would admit to it. Kaz isn't going to get anywhere near here to make me jump because I haven't left the building, and the bed isn't going to deflate because we're on a solid one. So I think tonight is set to be a good night. Got the fire burning, keeping me warm. I've got the nicest pack of biscuits you ever did see. It's a little bit chilly, but staying by the fire, I'm going to be nice and warm. I've got really high hopes for tonight's camping adventure in the workshop. Now, I will be honest, if it doesn't work out tonight, it definitely will be a travel lodge next time I come up here, because I just can't go through it anymore if it's a rubbish night.
There was only one thing stopping me from testing out my new bed, and that was brushing my teeth.
See you guys in the morning, and hopefully not a second sooner. Good night. Well, how was it? It was better than last time. I will be honest, it isn't quite a travel lodge. It was warm until about 4:30 a.m. when it just got really cold, so I had to wake up and turn the heater back on. The bed was a little bit too firm for my liking. I'm 26 going on 80 with my back, so the bed was quite firm, but I was pretty comfy overall. In terms of space, it was spacious. It was much more, or much less claustrophobic than the Tiguan was. And overall, the whole experience was just much nicer. Now, the only downside to the van is it makes me wish that I kept mine. Mine would have been perfect for this sort of thing. I could have it would have been brilliant. If only I could have kept the van and had the Tiguan, that would have been awesome. But never mind, I haven't got the van. Thankfully, Kaz has got his, although the disappointment last night when he told me there was no heating in it, I almost booked a hotel. But we may do with the sort of space heater thing. And big thanks to Kaz for letting me sleep in the van, because I'm the first person to sleep in it since he's had it done. Or since he's done it, should I say. And it was quite a nice experience, so thanks Kaz for that. Now I'm going to go and see a chiropractor to snap my back into shape. This video was just a little random one, picking the camera up, making a video for you guys because I'm going on holiday and you guys don't like it when there's not content coming every week. So just to try and keep the content flowing, I thought maybe I'll just film the whole sleeping, camping experience, as it was such a failure last time. But obviously we're doing this so we can stay and work on the Brasilia. We're such a long way from where I live. The idea was to keep camping up here so we can try and get as much work done on this car. So you can't say the dedication isn't there. But unfortunately, that is all we have got time for. So if you have enjoyed this video, you'd be the only one. But if you have, smash that thumbs up button, smash that subscribe button down below, check out other videos on the channel as well as Auto Finesse, Surrey Oil Works, Lowdown Transporters and Dropworks Customs. But thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.